Hello my friends, we are learning about magical beasts today. We're going to see a special creature, a hippogriff, and also you get to see a couple statues, actually one statue just beating the crap out of another statue. It's so funny. Hit that like, comment, subscribe if you will, and if you can, I'd appreciate it. Hit that notification bell. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's go.
I wonder if you might
Gotta
be
meet
able
up
to
with
help
this
me with a
guy.
small,
Sure.
project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to
I'm
presume
also
your reputation
awesome.
is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puff scheme.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I
do
believe my
they
fear
eat
of
people?
puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm
Words can
sorry.
be cruel.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
Well, no
The
wonder you're
hidden
not a
herbology
Slytherin.
corridor.
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in.
Oh, so
Say
you
a
want
bit
me
of
to
an
do your
exceptionally
dirty
dangerous
work,
plant of
don't
some
you?
kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Oh, in your debt you definitely will be. Oh, whoa. Look at this. It's like a dragon plant. Time to find somewhere new to go.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Oh, let's light it up.
Incendio!
There we go.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's snare.
Oh,
Seems
I
to
know
thrive
Devil's
in
Snare.
darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Lumos. Gotta use it. Oh, where's Lumos?
Lumos.
There we go. Which reminds me of, you know, Chamber of Secrets, Hermione. Wait, no. There was the first one, Sorcerer's Stone with the Devil's Snare.
Lumos.
No. I was wondering when we're going to see some Devil's Snare.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
It looks like it's going to like eat me with those flipping teeth.
Lumos.
I'm probably missing a lot of stuff. There's clearly was a staircase over there. But I'm just... Oh, come on. I can't go too fast, jeez. Run like the wind. What's this? What is going on? Oh my, he's getting his, oh my god. What just happened? Oh, it sounded like it just crushed him inside.
Prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan.
What just
I have the proof you
happened?
wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm nice. Let's fly over here to class. We gotta get to, yeah, beasts class. Magical beasts. And where to find them.
Welcome,
Ooh, an
everyone.
owl.
I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor
Poppy.
Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly
Oh,
safe.
look at this cute little girl.
Miss
Wait,
Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
oh,
Yes, Professor.
that's a puff skein.
Here, you can practice on Gerald.
You could be
Just keep
afraid
an
of
eye
this
on his
little guy.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Okay.
That's
It's like
lovely.
a ball of fur
I'm
with
sure he feels
eyes.
much better.
I mean, how does it get
I
around?
think he might be worried.
Okay, you can
What do you
just jump.
suppose the pellets
Does it
taste
have
like
little
to Gerald?
legs?
Pudding, I like to think.
Am I missing the legs?
I think
Or
we
is
can
there no
safely say
eggs?
that Gerald
Legs, it
likes
just
it.
uses its body.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
I'm sorry,
He
I'm talking
is.
too much.
Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't
can
you
do
show
this.
our new student to the measles in the farthest pen?
Measles?
This way. The measles are over here.
Okay.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Wait, who said few canuts? They're literally canuts?
Stupid
Like, what,
thing.
what are those?
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried
Like
about a
giant
worthless little
cats.
rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
Look at that girl in the
That's
back.
really not funny.
Maybe she's a mute.
Let's go.
He's got resting bee face, if you know what I mean.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
What is up with my cloak
Persephone was
again?
onto them instantly.
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles, everyone. As do I.
It appears our time has
Okay,
come
eat up,
to an
little
end.
chaps.
Please close the pens and see yourselves out.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably
you.
best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Okay.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in
God,
the
I hear
desert.
Poppy, I think of
certainly hope that's a good thing.
trolls.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the
Yeah.
way.
I'd hoped I would.
Let's do it.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I
First
think.
time for everything.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much
I'm
better if I
excited.
just show you.
What's going on? Whoa, it's a hippogriff. Oh, that is flippin' sweet.
Please meet
Can I ride it?
Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
I will. Okay.
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy
okay.
before
So-
you approach them.
That must mean we bow. One more time. There we go.
I knew
say?
it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly.
Okay, it's a she, yeah.
You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle.
Oh,
You
we are
wouldn't know
like
from
best
looking
friends
at her,
now, aren't we?
But she's a dreadful
Oh, let me ride
busybody.
you later, that would be cool. Whoa. And off you go, you beautiful beast, you. That was actually pretty cool.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right.
Well,
The
she's definitely
poachers'
not left,
influence
you know
is
that.
growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on.
Seems
what
like we're
they're
both
doing.
on the same wavelength.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
Talk about trolls.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with
Someone's got
something.
to keep the town
Do you
safe.
see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Okay. Boop.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little
it's
contraptions,
gone.
aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night.
Interesting.
Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk.
So what do we need
Ever
these
since that
moons for?
fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
Revelio.
Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Aloha Mora.
Let's just not get caught, you know. There we are, fix this. We gotta try and get this lock figured out. Okay, yep. Okay, that's spinning. Now we just gotta, yep, keep, root, yep, no, no, yep, do no, 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 no.
7 days later.
Okay, finally, jeez.
Revelio.
Wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands.
Took me almost a decade to get that lock.
Or hell, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My march against class was superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
I'm a prefect too, you twit.
That's it. 50 house points.
Oh, just grab it. There we go. Oh, careful, careful, easy. Close one.
Revelio.
Okay.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Easy, easy.
Well, I suppose I should begin
Silent
my rounds
as
now.
the grave.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Yeah, it's flipping sucks. I wish Quidditch was. I want to play Quidditch, honestly.
Hufflepuff?
That's like the dream right there. Gotta get out of here.
Revelio.
Okay, it just took me some time. I got out of there, obviously. Now it should be easy. Home sweet home. piece of cake.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker,
Flippin'
Rancorous
Peeves.
Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain
Buffoonery.
the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons
What
are
can you
only
offer? I wanna
retrievable
know.
at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Well, all I can say is I hope I get to fly a Hippogriff soon, and I hope they bring back Quidditch. But I do know that they're bringing multiplayer to Hogwarts. At least I think they are. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, please, and thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I know I'm going to. I'm gonna get out of here. See ya.